Every time I come to McCann Arena, it's a tough game. I was 9 years Loyola. It's always, it just must be something in the way we roll here. I had Farmer hit a 3 to beat us. I had John, Will Whittington hit a 3 to beat us. I've had guys hit foul shots. We've snuck a couple out. Brett Harvey threw the ball in bounds with 5 seconds left, trailed and hit a 3 to send it to overtime. And that's what the MAC's about. You know, I saw the commissioner there, so I know I should keep it interesting. Can't win by too much. But seriously, it's always an adventure here. And I really like everybody here. Tim Murray and I go way back, and he was a basketball coach. We have great fan support. I want to thank our fans for coming. You know, when things got a little down, like the other game, we didn't have anybody to turn to. Our fans would just stay and go with it. So we did not want to call timeout at the end. I said, let's get it. If we get a stop, we're not calling timeout because they're all back on their heels. And I thought everybody got their hands in there. And Evan Himes has made some up and down things this year. He's had some up and down things, you know, go on. And his grandfather's been really sick, and he's kept that to himself. And meanwhile, there it is, a guy just, I told him that's life. Keep persevering. It was great that he made the shot, and then we came back and got a stop. I'll take any questions.
And we know how fast Evan is, how good he's in transition. How much did that help him on that?
Well, that's kind of why we put him in. But we have him in trail fast, and then we had Ryan and Poole were going to trail for 3, and then Javion knew to set the ball screen. If things got scrambled, it was Javion was going to set the ball screen because he really shot the ball well tonight. But we wanted a broken play and somebody going to the rim. And he made the layup. It was just, I'm really happy for Evan, but it was a good team win. You know, everybody keeps counting us out, but except ourselves. We're not counting ourselves out.
Marquis, what's it like to lose an 18-point lead and then kind of pull it out at the end of the game like that? What's the feeling like?
I mean, it's not a bad feeling. Every team makes a run. We kept our composure and got the win.
For you, Javion, big first half in particular, well, you had like a couple of mid-range jumpers and you had a lefty hook, which I hadn't seen before. What have you been doing kind of with your offensive repertoire to kind of expand on?
You know, I was just staying confident. You know, they said before the game that if we got the ball, we can score on the inside. And when I got the ball, that's all I tried to do was make moves and score.
And on the mid-range thing, we were kind of like, because when he plays with Levon and Page, they can really post up, so he told him to get to the high post. And it's getting better. He works on his game. They told you that most improved player in the league.
When they came back like that, did you have to put away thoughts of like last year and like, oh no, they might be doing this?
Oh no, I didn't even think about last year. I just thought about staying focused and trying to get the win and trying to pull my teammates together.
Yeah, no, we didn't talk about it. I honestly didn't talk about last year because I left my shirt here that I ripped off last year, so I didn't have to think about it.
I wish Siobhan Lewis, he was kept in check most of the game. Was there anything you did to make him uncomfortable? Or was
I think we made him shoot some threes. And Poole's tall, you know, Poole's taller than you think, and we knew. Look, it's like the big three, you know, you're not going to stop all of them. And Curry got going by getting to the line, you know, he made a couple plays, but Khalid had 30, you know, Khalid knows that, you know, that's his look, like they're Lex Luthor and Superman. You're Superman, he's Lex Luthor. You know, last year he beat him out by 1 vote for the Rookie of the Year, and they're going to go at it hard. And I know Khalid would come back. And I talked to Khalid, and it's none of my business, but I talked to Khalid and Siobhan after the game and said, see, it's anybody's league. We're all in this. We can all make a run. I'll see you in Albany. But, I mean, yeah, we did a pretty good job on him, and Curry hurt us last time. But Khalid Hart had 30 points. I mean, he's getting it going, you know. But we got our guys getting it going, too, because Marquis not only had 15, he had 6 assists and a couple rebounds and 4 steals. So he matched his 30 if you do the statistically thing, you know.
What do you think of the play that Evan made at the end there, Marquis? It didn't look like necessarily an easy finish at the end of that play either, from where he
It was a heck of a play. Yeah, at least I thought he was going to get a foul call if he did miss it. But it was a heck of a play.
We had called the play before, like we ran against Penn State. He missed that layup, and I knew he was. Remember we called the timeout?
Yeah.
The handoff. I knew he was mad about that, so I kind of had a feeling he was going to make. Like
he came back strong.
Yeah, came back strong.
And finished, and he never quits. Evan is.
He was great in the huddles. He's been really pretty energized this week.
Why do you think that is? Any particular reason?
You know, just senior thing, watching games, but. We watched a movie on the way down, Tragedy to Triumph. So.
Do you think that Poole and Himes kind of responded to you this week? I know you've been.
Yeah, well, I watched Tragedy to Triumph. That was about the Maryland story, the whole thing from Lefty Driesell on up. And I showed him. It was like a real movie. It's not a highlight. It's like a movie. I don't know if you've ever seen it. And it's about Juan Dixon being a senior and what happened, and Walt Williams and how David Thompson and them couldn't wouldn't let Len Elmore. If you've ever seen it, it's a really good movie, Tragedy of Triumph. It's a whole thing of the Maryland basketball, how lefties said UCLA the East, and they had rough years. But the main point at the end was Juan Dixon was like, me and Blake, like I was a senior and I wanted to win it. And we had adversity against Duke and lost. And we lost some tough games, and we lost in the ACC semifinals. But it's what you do the next game. And part of the thing was Gary Williams quoted him saying, you know, I stopped being, I didn't get mad on every play. And it helped me. I don't think I got mad every play. You know, sometimes I forget they're both 19, you know. And they're great kids, and they're great people. I like being around them as people. And the movie reminded me that, like, sometimes they're going to make mistakes. You just got to keep going with 40 minutes. Sometimes you got to back off and let the players do it. I thought Javion was tremendous, except for dropping the inbounds pass, even though I told him to catch it. Called timeout and said, everybody's going to be, you're going to be wide open, just catch it. He drops it for whatever. But I didn't yell, see? So anyways, but I mean, we're grinding, but it's, whether it's Evan or Ryan doing it or Poole, Jimmy Page continues to give us a good first half. So we know it's going to be a group thing, and we're ready. We're happy, and now we got Monmouth, I guess one of the surprise teams in the league, and it's February 12th, and I haven't seen one play of Monmouth this year.